You have to recenter this. How to calibrate yourself to the camera. Pew, pew. There's lag, so I can't tell where it's going where and what's going on. Yes! The streak continues.
It's a good one.
That's
now.
Good
Where are you at now?
I think we're over 40. I have to look at the but yeah. Yes. Minnie says stay hydrated. Yeah, this isn't even coming up. Look at that. That's so weird. There might be a little bit of lag, so if you see me do something or say something and go, what's wrong with him? Is he on drugs? Because you guys seem to be okay.
Yeah.
We don't have a mug.
Yeah, it's part of the charm of the show. What's really gonna trip you out is when you see me drink something, and then I'm talking, but I'm drinking it.
Oh, it's got an incredible trick.
It's like a ventriloquist. Let's time set this. All right, here we go. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Paige. Welcome to episode. What is this? 1, 2, 3 of the Hangout. We give you positive insight into world collecting a very chill and relaxed atmosphere. I say we because I am joined by two of my partners in plastic, Mr. Cory Christopher and Michael Cory, aka the two Corys. Got two of them this time. Two of them. How you guys doing? Good?
Good, man. Good.
Great.
How about you fellas?
Great.
Doing good. Good. Anybody got any crazy stories, stuff they want to share? Show foreplay. Go.
And
Not
he's
all at
always got
once.
some adventure he's been on.
No.
Yeah.
Again, I relapsed and got suspended one time only, though. One game only.
Only for 182 seconds.
Yeah. That's, I watched the replay, so more content back, as Boba said.
That's right. You see the plus 35 go up. Yeah. What about you? CC, what'd you do? What do you have anything today? Anything good?
I haven't purchased anything new as of late that I can think of. That's interesting. Am I lying? I usually share everything with you guys when I get something. I don't think I've bought anything since the last show. I've been pretty well behaved. Pretty proud of myself on that one. Not a lot going on, man. Not a lot going on. Crazy stories at work, but that's about it. About all I got going on.
You got a real good one? A real good one?
Some weird experiences. I had I'll share a quick story, kind of. So me and some coworkers, we stayed after work and did some cleaning at the job. And so they, of course, decided that at 5 o'clock in the morning that they wanted to go grab breakfast. Come to find out, 5 o'clock in the morning in Michigan, there is nowhere to eat, believe it or not. So we're Googling. I know, right? Crazy. So we're Googling all these places trying to find out, who's open, where can we go get some breakfast on a Sunday morning, which you would think would be pretty easy to find. There's nothing. Nobody's open, right? And, a lot of these online hours are still wrong from COVID. People haven't gone back and changed it. It claims they're 24 hours, but they're still not actually 24 hours. All hours vary and everything. So we finally find this place, right? And it's about 20 minutes away. We're like, all right, so we'll go check this place out. I've never been there before. So, we take 3 separate vehicles, and they pull out. I'm punching mine in the GPS. I head out behind everybody and start heading that way. Well, I missed this turn, and I end up out in the woods, right, in the middle of nowhere, which is kind of crazy because the place where I was going is in town. So I end up in the woods. You know how serious sometimes we'll take you these back routes or whatever. And I end up behind this black SUV. And I just thought it was weird because I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, and every turn that car was taking was the same turn that I end up taking. So I try to slow down because I'm thinking, hey, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. This car is going to swerve up and down like I'm following them. I got bad intentions, right? So I try to back off to not intimidate the vehicle in front of me, not let them think that I'm following them. And they're literally making every turn that I make. So finally, at one point, this car, we're in like I said, it's literally a dirt road. He makes a right turn, and it hits this huge pothole. It gets up on 3 wheels.
Uh-oh.
Which cues me, of course, well, hell, I better slow down because they about killed that car. Then my phone rings. And I'm like, all right, what's going on? The phone rings, and it's my supervisor. And she's like, are you behind me? And I was like, yeah, I believe I am. So she was freaking out because she thought somebody was just following her down. But that's the reason why we were getting there, because we're all going to the same place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we finally get to this place. And the guys are like, we think it's open, because they beat us there. They were like, we think it's open. The lights are on, but, we don't see anybody. I'm like, we'll just go inside. So they go inside. No one greets them. No one says anything. You can see a guy in the kitchen. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So we all go inside. He peeks around. He says something to the cook that's kind of standing there, but nobody says anything. Right. So we go and sit down in this diner, if you will. And they always have like those post-apocalyptic places where it's like the last place to go when the zombies attack.
Yeah.
It's got like the old furniture. It's got the carpet and the lights. It's exactly what this place looked like, man. Like, it hadn't been remodeled since the 70s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're sitting there. No one ever comes to the table, right? No one ever comes.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the, I guess, regulars walk in, and they greet us, right? The regular customer greets us. They're like, "Oh, Jose's not here yet." We're like, we don't know who Jose is. And they're like, "Well, Jose's usually here by now," so they just have a seat. And we continue to sit because, of course, like we said, there's nowhere else to go at 5 o'clock in the morning. And at this point, we're just kind of curious to see how this is going to play out, right? So maybe 5 minutes later, Jose shows up. He walks in. He greets everybody. He hands out menus and said, my waitress is running late. It'll be about 10 or 15 minutes. We're like, okay, all right. We'll see what it is. Mm-hmm. So we sit there and wait. Like I said, it's morbid curiosity at this point to see how this goes. Then this really cute waitress shows up.
Uh-oh.
Right? Really cute. Smelling like straight alcohol. Like she had a really great night, right? Really great night. And it was the weirdest breakfast ever. I think it took us a total of 2 hours from the time that we sat down to the time that we left for breakfast. It's pretty funny, but that is 5 a.m. breakfast up here in Michigan nowadays, I guess.
It's good almost time, like she's like, I got a long shift. I better lick her up for this one.
Man, she was loaded, boy. You could smell it on her. She was loaded. She was loaded.
Oh man, well, you gotta do what you gotta do to get through the day, man.
It is. It is.
I had my traditional TCC day today.
Oh, yeah?
Target, comic shop, and Chipotle.
That's a good day.
Yeah, it is a good day, man. I went out and I sent you guys pictures. Man, Target is on, man. At least my Target right now. They had stuff stocked in there from like last week. And I know people bought some of that stuff. So I hit the comic shop really quick. That was kind of picked over. And then I went to Chipotle and I was walking outside of the door. And you know how things are nowadays. Nobody says thank you or anything like that.
Right.
I open up the door. I see the guy behind me. And I keep the door open. He goes, thank you. And I go, oh, wow. That's okay. I say, hey, man, you're welcome. And it was a cool dude, like a little blue collar worker. He had his mechanic suit on and everything. Fred, whatever. And we're walking in the same direction. And he hits the alarm. And it's an Aston Martin. He just had his mechanic then, his hat turned backward, his Chipotle. Yeah. And I looked at him, and he's like this. He goes,
"Undercover boss."
No, he was a mechanic, and not like he was dressed like a mechanic. You can see like grease spots and stuff. He had hand on his hands. He just looks at me and gives me like this, puts his Chipotle bag in there. I'm like, this dude is test driving or telling one of the clients, yeah, I'm gonna take it around the block real quick and hit Chipotle in an Aston Martin.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a boss, man. I was like, man, you gotta tip your hat for that guy. He's I'm like, wow. That was kind of funny, man.
That's funny.
Yeah. So
why is there guacamole in my car? What's going on?
I know. Man, he had stuff on his hands. I'm sitting there, I'm like, if you're messing with that gear shit, man, those aren't cheap cars, man. Oh. But he owned it. He owned that car, I can tell you that. Not like that. I mean, he got in it. You could tell he had done this before. I was like, man, there you go. Go ahead, man. Lots of news in different spaces and places. So like we always do. Oh, we got some breaking news here. Breaking news, breaking news. Just to let you know, Barbie is going to be coming to Max on September 5th because I know you guys have been waiting for that one.
I do like Margot Robbie.
I do too. I feel bad for her. She's got a little bit of a what is it? What did they call it? She's got like a little hex on her when she leads movies or something like, where she's like the co-lead. They don't do well in the box office. So it's like, ugh. Oh no, sir, please, no.
They said
no.
this one did really well, though, right?
I don't know. I thought
I know
it was
opening
weird.
weekend it did really, really good, I think.
Yeah, I just think it's weird that they have like, what is it? They said the best supporting actors. One's from Oppenheimer, one's from Barbie, and they're like, this could actually happen where Barbie could win best supporting actor over Oppenheimer. I was like,
Yeah.
I like Wolf of Wall Street, Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I know why. We're 11 minutes in. We're good. Yeah,
That's my favorite version.
I liked that.
I've never seen that movie. Are you telling me I need to check it out?
Yeah, you do.
I'll send you the exact time you need to check out in the movie.
Save me some time, yeah.
Oh wow, this is coming really quick too. Indiana Jones. I think this is coming. What did it say? It was on the 29th. It's going to be on video demand. That was very quick, but anyway.
I really enjoyed this movie. I know I'm in the minority, but man, I thought that was a lot of fun.
I'm going to give it another shot when I'm awake.
Yeah.
This was on the tail end of the con, and it was kind of spur of the moment. Just got done packing. I was like, let's go see a movie. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, after the weekend you had, I mean, it would be hard to compete. Like, you should have gave it a couple weekends before, you get to hang out at the con over the weekend. Indiana Jones movie isn't really a good follow-up for that.
Yeah, but I did want to see it though. I was like yes, but I was just drained, man. It was just really bad. Let's see here.
All weekend.
So let's start off with something good. Mezco Toys. So, in case you don't know, Uncanny Wolverine, Wolverine Uncanny X-Men Edition, he has started shipping. This is going to be coming out in New York. I know that the Green Ranger came out in New York, and then CC, you said that you got shipping from Fife, right?
Mine is making the trek from the West Coast. Yep.
Okay. So let's just say the first wave of this figure is coming out in New York. I made sure I edited it on the, in the releases tab, but, you never know.
Yeah. So far, I'm not part of this wave yet either. I don't.
Yeah.
Fife likes me for some reason.
Oh, hey, did you see? I did see this. I saw this weekend. The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Yeah, the Demeter. I saw that. I liked it a lot. Good recommendation.
You watched it during the day. Isn't that cheating? Don't you have to watch something like that at night?
Well, I felt more safe and secure during the day.
Yeah. You got to watch it where you're afraid to go to your car.
Man, I miss movies like that, man.
The premise of that movie, I want to see it. I watched a few like little reels on it. And I don't want to spoil anything, but it sounded good. You kind of confirmed it to me.
I like the character, and besides some of the other ones, the cheesy ones like Dracula 2000 or some of the other ones that they come up with, I like all the mainstream ones that they've come out with. And this kind of was like, it's like a nice little side piece to it. You could see if they wanted to, they could expand on it a little bit more without ruining the movie. But I liked it. I liked the way it was shot. But then I was talking to somebody about it. I was like, I like the way the Nun is shot. And some guys like, nah, that movie sucked. And I'm like, well, the cinematography. There's certain things, I liked it. So,
Cory, I wonder if Cece's gonna watch it.
No, he won't watch it.
As long as there's no clowns, I'm good.
No clowns.
I'm good with the vampires.
Yeah,
I enjoy those movies, honestly. I like a good scary movie, like Insidious. I enjoyed those movies. Like I haven't watched the new one yet, but I enjoy those. And it's just something about the clowns. I'm not big on those.
Yeah, there's something, I forgot what it's called. It's like Or you have a phobia of clowns? I don't know the.
I'm not big on gore either. I'm very
Chlorophobia.
particular about my scary movies. I don't like gore.
This one's not that bad. It's like that hidden gore kind of. You'll see some
Yeah.
certain things, but nothing like that. I didn't go. Oh damn! There's a couple of kill scenes, but how about Peter Dinklage? I haven't seen this. I saw that there's a trailer for Toxic Avenger. Peter Dinklage. He's supposed to be in Toxic Avenger, but. Really quick on this one, the Vortex suit. So I had this for Wolverine, but Wolverine is already shipping. But the Vortex suit, I think they flip flop. But the Vortex suit, I know a lot of people were asking questions about this. You know, they put 6 to 8 weeks. They didn't specify if it was going to be after the con or if it was 6 to 8 weeks from when you actually bought it. But just to let everybody know, I wanted to pull it off the website so people weren't saying, "Oh, Paige is talking out of your ass." But there was a section in the website I saw before that they count those days as business days. So just like any other business, you know, when they say 6 weeks, it means Monday through Friday, excluding holidays. So, and I would think I worked it out. 6 weeks for this would have been August 14th, and 8 weeks is September 21st. So. No freaking out until September 21st. You already see people pitchforking. Where's our suit? I told one guy, I was like, "Hey man, just let them take their time with the shipping. You don't really want them to rush that with the shipping with that thing. That thing's big. I'm pretty sure everybody wants their stuff in one piece. So hey, figure it out. Whatever you got to do, just make sure I get my stuff. That's Can you imagine sending that back?" For like some kind of return or something like that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It almost isn't even worth it at that point.
Yeah, just kind of take your time. Ghostface. So if you're a Living Dead Doll fan, of course this went up for pre-order today, $48. This looks more. No, I didn't. I was when I first saw this, I thought it was the MDS stuff. You know, I like the MDS stuff because of the way it looks, but it wasn't. But this does pose the question. Do you think, or do you want to see a version of Ghostface in 112 form? Because this is sometimes a launch pad for them. You know, they'll do something in the Living Dead Doll stuff, and then they'll bring it out, you know. So, would you guys be down with that if they did it?
That'd be cool. Which one would you want them to make?
They could. Yeah, you know, maybe the first and last one. Like this one right here.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the first version, but this version looks cool too. I like that.
That was Billy Loomis, right? Was he the first killer?
Yes. Well, and Stu.
Yeah.
Was that your question? Please no Mezco recalls. Yeah, you don't want that. Oof, gosh, no. That one light doesn't work or something like that. I will tell people when you get it, be very careful around the knee area. They all have ratchet joints and stuff like that, but I think we had like 2 of them there, and moving them and stuff like that. Just be a little careful until you work those in. Watch the knees. It's a Sentinel. It's not the Sentinel. It's not like that, but you know what I mean? Just kind of be careful around the knees until you get those pieces working. Anyway, okay.
That means it's probably more like Galactus, because that's kind of what Hasbro did with Galactus once they had the Sentinel problem. They had those very tight ratcheting knees with Galactus. His ain't giving in for nothing.
Yeah, you know how it is. Like somebody will force it, and then there's a piece on that knee you just have to be aware of. I'm not saying it's not functional. Just be aware of it until you kind of get all that stuff kind of down. But yeah, one in the last one. What about you? Do you want this? Would you like to see this, or what version would you want, CC?
I think it'd be cool. I prefer the original.
Yeah, Billy. Yeah. MC, what about you?
I've only seen a couple of the Scream movies. I kind of fell off. I know. So the only one I really remember is the first version. So I didn't know there were multiple versions, as bad as that sounds.
Yeah, I think each movie they had a different one, you know.
Yeah. How many movies are there? 6? 5? 7?
I think so. I think 6. They're making another one. I think, and then they're going to try to put Nev Campbell in this one. There was a whole thing. Yeah, there was a whole thing. The last one was I'm not spoiling this for anybody, am I?
Mm-mm.
The last movie she was not in, so that breaks tradition because she's the girl that's in all those movies, right? And they were gonna try to shoehorn her in at the end, but they couldn't. And when we were at MegaCon, we heard the story about it. And so she was going to get shoehorned in, and it just didn't go well, and it was a tight production. So they said that what they were going to do was bring her back for the next one. Part of it was pay and stuff like that, but they just couldn't squeeze her in. So
Yeah.
Did she really demand that high of a cost?
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know what she was asking for. I think she's been doing it for so long. You know, some people, they do a role and they don't feel like they were ever really compensated correctly. And so you try to get them on the back end.
Yeah.
I think if they were bringing her back, she was just like, I want this much money. So, and they were like, nope, we'll do it without you. They take a couple little jabs at her in the movie too, like that too. Like, no, we don't need you. The franchise is, like how they're kind of meta and they make all these references. That's how they did with her.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, what are you doing? I don't remember the joke was. There was like 2 or 3 jokes about her in it. I was like, ooh, shots fired. What's up with that, bro? Marvel Legends. Bad girls alert. I couldn't think of anything else for this. So it all ties in. You know how I do this stuff. So got the 2-pack, the Shield Agent and Hydra Trooper. So this is going to go for pre-order tomorrow. August 17th at 1 p.m. for Pulse Premium, and then 2 p.m. for us common folk. So you're probably asking, well, hey, let's not pass this. I'm pretty good. Ready? Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Well, I know what you're probably asking yourself. This Boss B set, what does it come with? So these bad chicks come with two female figures, no cup, and you also going to get. But to substitute for that, you're going to get 13 accessories, including 3 alternate heads, showing that you can wear a cap or helmet and still rock the beat face and your hair did. Yeah. Oh, just for anybody that doesn't know, in the makeup world, when women put makeup on their face, they call it beating their face up. I didn't want anyone to think that was a link to domestic abuse. He said beat the face up. There's some dudes out there that be beating chicks up, man. I was like, wow. I was watching these murder mysteries. Oh my god. They just let it happen. Not women. I'm just talking about like people, like they'll interview the neighbors and they're like, yeah, I saw bruises on her. I'm like, what? Yeah, it happened for like years. She would always say she fell down the stairs. It was like, how many times?
They live in a 1-story house. Where are the stairs? Exactly.
Here's the basement. But yeah, you get so really quick on this. Let's cannonball into some waters of controversy. Uh-oh. Are you guys picking this up? No. CC, are you?
I don't do the Marvel Legends anymore.
12 steps.
I officially worked my way out.
Man.
I don't even itch anymore when I walk down there with them. I used to, have to scratch it, but no, I'm good now.
You better watch out. You're gonna have a car drive by and shoot up the house.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So I was wondering about this. Like I didn't know how to really take this one. Like, and I don't, in the comics, did they have female agents? I'm not saying I'm against any of this at all. I was just wondering, were there female Hydra agents and Shield agents before, or no?
The only one I can think of is Bob for Shield or Hydra.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that the female characters, and we've always talked about female characters with Mezco and how I never knew that there were female characters for this. So I don't know if this was kind of trying to round stuff out or make it a little bit more thing.
I think it's cool. Face sculpts.
Yeah, they look really good. But I guess that's where the domestic abuse joke comes into play now that I think about it. I've seen Black Widow whipping everybody's ass. What's gonna happen if you had like? What's gonna happen when you have like Captain America just whipping up some women? You know, some women Hydra agents and stuff like that. Or is somebody gonna say something? You know how like touchy some things are. I was like, man, how are they gonna handle this? But hey, I guess everybody gets equal ass whipping. So
there you go.
It's fair, yeah, it's a fair legit world. Yeah, I like this. This is cool. I thought about the female Shield agent, but I have and it was only for Maria Hill, but they've already put her out, so I couldn't think of a reason that I wanted. Maybe if she had a female squad, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, Cannonball. And they also moved up the G.I. Joe classified 6-inch Cobra Valkyries. That's going to go to August. I don't remember what the original date was, but that's just more money just being pilfered. That's going to take it from me. So get ready for that if you ordered any of those.
Hasbro's been wasting no time.
Did you get those, Cory? The Valkyries? I can't remember if you did.
Nope.
Man.
Nope. I haven't done any of the what would you call it? Unoriginal, I guess would be the best term. Classifieds. I'm sticking with just the original figures.
It's smart. So no Tiger Force or any of the other stuff.
No, some of the Tiger Force, because some of that Tiger Force stuff we had.
Yeah.
So I got like the Tiger Force Duke, Outback. I did him, even though I kind of wish I'd have waited and just got the regular Outback. I didn't know that would come out so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of jumped the gun on that one, but like the Python Crimson Guard.
Mm-hmm.
I still struggle with that one because to me they're either Crimson or they're Python. Which one are they? They're not Crimson if they're not Crimson colored, right? Like I don't understand. The Python Crimson Guard. But
it kind of like defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Like the description. Yeah. And there are both female Hydra and Shield agents. For instance, Sharon Carter. Yep. And Peggy Carter. Yep. Totally understand that. Madam Hydra and her crew. Yeah, I just meant specifically were there female Hydra soldiers or female Shield soldiers? That's what I was wondering. I know that they had, like I said, they had Quaid and Maria Hill, stuff like that. And these, I don't think Sharon Carter, I don't remember seeing her in a Shield, maybe like a modified one, like for a special ops one, but that's what I was meaning. I meant, I don't recall Captain America throwing a shield at like 6 female Hydra troopers before, so I was wondering what the...
Good point.
Well, and like I said, we talked about female characters in Mezco. We'd love to see more female characters. I'm not against women.
Right.
And hey, if that's your thing, you want to beat up a bunch of female soldiers. I just wondered, I was like, where did the character reference come from? I'm not going all, what's her name? Glenda or Gail, whatever her name is.
Oh.
I had to strip that name out of my mind because I kept seeing it so much. I was like, oh, God, let it go.
The Dragonfly.
Yeah, what's her name? Glenda, Gerda, or something like that? Greta? I don't know.
Maud.
Yeah, they had grunts back in the 70s, and they've had grunts too back in the comics. Yeah. I was just wondering if they had a female something. Not a thing, I was just wondering. Getting ghosted. So, in an effort to lure CC to the dark side, it looks like Hasbro has released their painted version of the Ghost. Now, I'm just informing people of this, CC. I'm not trying to tempt you into getting this at all. This is just part of the thing. Oh man, that looks good. I don't know how any Star Wars fan could not pass up on this. Oh,
it does look incredible.
It does, man. This stuff is cool. Goodness gracious. Yeah.
Look at that, CC. It's like you're stepping right into the cartoon set.
Yeah, look at that. Wow. It is amazing how far they've come, like, just with toys. Like these kinds of things when we were kids, I mean, goodness gracious. Like, you remember the panels when we were kids? It was just maybe like
sticker.
A piece of yes. That, if you were lucky. No, that's the expensive stuff. But if you had one, it just had these panels, nothing intricate to it at all. But it's like, man, they really stepped this stuff up, man. It's a fantastic time to be a collector. I haven't kept up with this. I was going to get with you guys on this. Like these numbers, where are they at with this?
I checked this morning. I think they're at like 10,600 or something. 10.
How much longer do you have? Still got a couple weeks left, right?
Yeah, like 30 some days, I think.
Plenty of time.
Yeah. I mean, you know, everybody, you know, oh, I got to pay them right away. You don't pay them until the day it's charged. So just back it now if you plan on backing it.
Yeah, it's always like a touchy thing. Like I know people we've talked about it before, like people want to see if something gets backed and then do it at the end. I'm like, oh man, you guys got just backwards with this stuff with it.
21 days left. September 6th.
Then they're only at 10. Oh man, I don't know about this. This 14,000. Does it kind of ruin it if you don't have these characters, or do you think that they'll do another version of them? Because it would suck. You have this, you know, this ship, but you don't have the people for it.
Pretty sure that these figures are going to get released no matter what. I think the only thing exclusive is the card back.
Yeah.
The card back?
Yep.
Oh, that they come on. Oh, yeah. Right? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all those figures are going to get a regular release.
Well, that's good. That way you're not breaking up the crew. That would kind of suck. PowerCon. I was going to do a high pitch. I got the power, but I don't got it in me. So
that's what I was thinking in my head, too. That's funny.
All right. So I did not go to this, but there was an inside man. So for people that aren't familiar, PowerCon is the toy and collectibles convention. It's held in Columbus, Ohio. This was this past weekend. Lots of big brands like Ramen Toys, Mythic Legions, Valiverse. Who else was there? There was a bunch of people there, but we'll talk about some of them. Won't cover all of it because there was, from what I heard and what I've seen, there's a lot of stuff there. But I heard it's a lower key convention that you can go to, and it's more personal. So if you ever have a chance to get out there and do that, I heard nothing but good things from it. So, have you guys been to PowerCon before?
No, honestly, I should have went. Ohio's not that far. I should have went to that.
It's probably 6 hours drive for you, Cory, to get to.
If that, depending on how hard you jump on it.
If you're driving the Monte Carlo.
Yeah. Well, then it'd be about 12 hours after I stop at all the gas stations. You couldn't pass one.
Yeah. Ironically, Mattel did about it. Yeah, I've heard that about Mattel. Like, I know that they have Valiverse and some other big companies there, and I don't know if it was a scheduling thing or what. But so, like I said before, we'll take a little bit of time for this because D was the one that gave me the pictures. And if you don't know, D was actually there. He did a panel, which I think is pretty cool. See, I didn't do the amazing pun there. I just said that's pretty cool. So he had his own booth. So all these pictures that you're going to see, these are from his Instagram. So if you're not already following him, or if you don't know of him, I don't know how you don't, but if not, D Amazing, he has his own YouTube channel, reviews figures, takes lots of pictures, and so if you can go ahead, follow him. I think he's almost at like 1 million. What is it? No, man, that's a huge feat. Was it? It's like 100,000. I think he said he's close to 100,000 for. Is it for YouTube? I think it's for YouTube. Come on, Paige, you had the font. Go back there. No, it's YouTube. Yeah, 97,000. Jesus Christ. I don't even know 9,000 people or 2,000 people. That's crazy, man. That's a accomplishment. But anyway, so Ramen Toys. Let's start with this. I know I backed it. MCU backed it, right? CC, did you back this? I can't remember. I'm sorry.
I did not. Not enough room in the garage. I did not.
Yeah, so they were showing this, and this was getting a lot of buzz. Another thing that's cool about PowerCon is I've heard that they were very hands-on with certain things. You know how you go to a convention and you just got stuff behind the glass?
Mm-hmm.
Things like this. What was it? The new Frazetta, the Icons line? They had that prototype out there. They were letting people mess around with that, play with that. So I guess this is another part of PowerCon that has attracted people because you can actually put hands on stuff. So,
Wow.
and I heard good things about this. I heard it didn't feel cheap, very solid. There's a couple of video demos of this, and it would have been cool to see this.
So I know they did it because when they were first promoting, I asked them on Instagram if they could show with a Mezco inside it, and I think they did Blade. I think that's a figure.
Yeah.
You know, they track one down and then they popped one in there. Just wondering if you got your insider there, if he said that it looked like it would be good for Mezco still.
So my nemesis, he actually told me, public enema, KJ, he said that you can actually see one back there now. And I don't know if it's no, that looks like it looks like a NECA Terminator.
Yeah, it looks like NECA Terminator. Yeah.
So KJ told me that they had a Punisher.
Okay.
And KJ knows a little bit about this, but I guess he didn't know like in depth that the seat he showed him, it folds up. He said he put a Punisher figure back there, a Mezco Punisher figure, and he was like, "Holy crap, it fits." He goes, "Yeah." So there's room in there, I guess, for I guess you would call it the medium body. That's what I would call it.
Yeah.
Like Slim is, you know, Constantine, Pink Skulls, and then you got the medium body, and then you got the big body. So they actually made this improvement too, I guess. Too. I'm pretty sure they'll probably paint the blowers, you know, but just adding little tiny details to that, man. It's crazy. And they had both versions. They had the can we say that the General Lee version?
Cancel.
But they put a American flag on top for the sticker. And then they had CC's favorite, Maverick. I'm sorry, Ghost Rider. This is Ghost Rider.
Negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
But it says Maverick. So that is a pretty spot on likeness, man. Look at that.
Yeah. Cease and desist.
Yeah, I saw that. I can't remember which one it was, but
that one and several others.
Yeah,
Paramount hit him with one for that, and then the mask vehicle, the box art was too much like Mattel. Was it Mattel that made mask or Kenner?
I think so. So like that in the back, this one?
Yes. So the next car that's coming out, that what is it? The Mako, Cory?
This one?
Piranha.
Piranha.
This one?
They can't advertise. They can't use the box art from the original toy line now that they kind of recreated.
It's crazy. They also had the 80 Commanders.
I do like those 80s Commanders.
Oh, yeah.
Did you order one, Cory?
I did not, because I missed out on the first run, but I heard that they were going back and redoing them with better articulation. So
Okay.
I'm kind of glad I didn't do the first run. I'll wait.
Are these 3 3/4, or is it 6-inch or?
Yeah, I think they're like 6.5 inch.
Okay.
They're pretty big.
I vaguely remember the toys like as a child. Like, you know, I remember the green guy. I don't remember if I had any, but I remember it looks pretty spot on. When I saw the green guy with, you know, I'm like, oh, the toys that had the holes in their chests to put stuff on. That's how I always remembered it.
It's cool, man, to like have like this kind of stuff, because you don't know if companies are going to revisit the well on that stuff, man. So I get it, the licensing aspect of it. They're like, hey, we did that shit first. What are you doing? What? And then I'll need your assist on this, because I don't keep up with this too much, and I don't want to sound like the asshole that doesn't know what I'm talking about with this. But so this new wave of Legions went up. The fill-in pronunciation here.
Thraxon.
That sounds good. And then this one.
I
don't have my reading glasses on.
CC's picture over
it. I'll take the hit on this.
No
Screwy-roo. Book 1. But Cosmic Legions. These all look very good. Wow.
I like that Wanderer guy.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
this
see
is
like one of those figures you might be able to put with multiple lines. Yeah, kind of that post-apocalyptic survivor type look to him.
yeah.
It's Hollywood. The lizard people.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
I would have liked to get on the first wave if I knew that, way beforehand that Mezco was doing they were doing the Void Cadet stuff. I definitely would have tried to grab some of the first ones because some of this stuff kind of matches up with them. Wow, these are like really very detailed. Wow.
One right here, Paige.
What's that?
This is one of the Cosmic Legions, Slog from the first wave.
Solo opportunity.
He's pretty big. What do I have?
Very girthy.
Here.
Jeez. Is that cracking on your Batman now? Just kidding.
Powder.
It is, yeah.
Rice Center Anthrax.
It's dual purpose. Yeah, these look good, man. I'm kind of with CC on this one. Like, this is kind of cool just to have, just as.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all of these. Forgive me if I mispriced these, but from what I saw, the average was like $42. You can do an all-in. It was $2.99, and then they have this is the one CC's talking about, right? Like, look at that. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like 3A soft goods. CJ killed this stuff, man. Look at that. This looks good. Weathering. Oh man, yeah. I might have to fold and get that. I don't.
It'd be a good.
Yeah, that's the only one that's really got me tempted.
Hawk P40.
And then that, of course, that little accessory set's pretty nice.
Yeah, this was $25, and I think I'm gonna get maybe one or two of these.
That's
possibly.
pretty cool.
That's a really cool set.
Because they charge up front, right? When you get this, you got to pay for it right up front. Unless you go
Yes, you do.
BB. Okay.
Or you can wait till it closes and
They
go on
keep
BB.
you honest.
Get a markup.
No, I don't. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't. And I know it has nothing to do with them, but once these hit the close, just like Mezco, like people, you're charging a lot for it. So these are pictures that D took. That these are kind of like out of the box, real photos. Oh, his head comes off. I didn't know that. Or her head. Who is this? Yeah. Is this a female? Does anybody in the chat know? Amazing Mezco. That's not Mezco. I thought it was a girl. Yeah, I did too. Now that I look at it, this is a female. It looks like. And here we were talking about beating up Hydra soldiers earlier. So. But yeah, so the helmet comes off. That comes on, and it looks good, man. I mean, I don't know how you like the price point and stuff like that. It seems like it's pretty good. Look at that, like the detail. It's a lot of sculpt work, man. They do really good work, man. Oh yeah, so there you go. $2.99 for the whole wave. CC knows about this, the all-in thing. CC's like, I'm all in. So yeah, it looks good, man. I think if I get anything, I'll get that one. CC, this one.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. Yeah. Once again, I mean, that's not a human character, so I don't know how you would determine sex.
Yeah.
Could be asexual. Who knows?
And then this too. Yeah, none. What about this? Because MC, you said you're probably going to get this too, right?
Yeah, there's and two figures that I really liked. Definitely that. One or two.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
I like that guy on the ogre body. The one with the that one, like in the middle. Sorry.
This
right
one?
there. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool, man. I wish Mezco would do Mars Attacks. I wish they would bring that back. That would be kind of cool.
That would be awesome.
This is kind of like the same, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think of. Oh, we got an alternate head for that too. That's cool. They do great work, man. They really do. 5K Toys. Man, it seems like everybody's going beast mode now. We got a lot of options for different stuff, you know. It's all these beast characters they got going on.
What are those?
I
Man, those
have no
guys
idea.
go crazy dollars. They must be doing
These
another wave.
What's
this
that?
these
Those right there.
combatants.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the what I think. Yeah, I've seen these before, and I was like, oh, it's kind of like stylized. It looks cool.
It's
This
a
looked
video
really
game,
cool.
isn't it?
I think I don't know if it's Fortnite figures or if it's like an
It's not
offshoot of it.
Fortnite. I think it's an older video game based. I think.
Mm.
I can't remember it because I'd actually looked at the price. There's been a couple releases on those. I think.
There's just so much stuff, man. It's
Yeah.
sometimes it's really hard to keep up with. This would go, I guess, well with you if you had that, the figure obscure. Was it the Santa Claus one? Yeah, Krampus. What is this? Demon Force Wave 1.
Metal Slug. There it is. Son of us got it. Yeah, Metal Slug game.
Metal Slug game? Thank you. Was that Mario? Mario came in here. He's like, I'm
Was
here.
that a shower? No, yeah, it was Mario.
It was Mario. Da, 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 da.
Son of a Flower got it first.
He did? Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. Yep. Man, they just been killing it, man. Pictures and everything. And just, dude, you see the diorama he built? The cabin diorama? That looks really good, man.
Damn good work.
I don't tell him, but like on Mondays and stuff like that, I was like, oh man, I really got to take a macro shot today, and then he'll put it up. I'm like, damn it, man, you can't just like, put it up. Jesus, I was like, and I didn't have time this week, but I told him I was like, I'll get back on track next week. But man, he's been just album covers, diorama making. He's been like really putting a lot of work, man. Motivational, inspirational, man. So appreciate you doing that, man. Sharing your work in there. Adam's here. Adam. What is this? It says for when X-Men Sabretooth. Yeah. These are all this stuff looks. Seeing all of these things makes me. It's cool because there's so many companies like we talked about before, and there's so many offerings. I don't know how you can not be happy in some form or fashion.
Right.
You know what I mean? If one company's not doing it for you, you got all these other companies doing amazing things, man. Amazing work. I mean, if you would have told somebody, yeah, you're going to have a mutated hammer shark come out, they'd be like, by who? Hasbro? Is there a video game? It's like, no, you got these independent companies coming up with these characters, and these things look good, bro. They look really good.
Big.
Yeah. So find your happy spot. Black Ops. That's one thing a lot of people are doing. Everybody's seeing this. This looks cool. Everybody seems to be doing Black Ops Special Forces too. Oh, that's the kind of body.
I used to be built like that.
Yeah.
What figure you want to be putting on that body?
Man, if his legs were a little bit bigger, like Bluto. This Black Adam. Who else do you see with that? It's not like Bane or anything like that. Bane's a lot bigger.
Omni-Man.
Yeah. He has plaid pants. I'm trying to like there's a bunch of like characters that you can use for his body. They're just bigger like that. I don't know if they would do it, but you could have the Wrecking Crew. Those guys are big like that. I'm hoping that I'm hoping they're doing some kind of like bigger body like Bluto, so they can have those bigger characters like Bane, Thanos, and maybe try to do it again. But that's where I think like seamless body tech would work really well. I'm not giving up on it. I still think that they should do it, regardless of what people think. What's the main complaint about it? The main complaint is like its breakdown, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's breakdown, it's usually because of the things that we talked about. People are putting treatment spray, which you should not do. I don't think I said that on the show, right? I think I was talking to a couple of people in Mezco about that, and they were just like, no, you're not supposed to do that. We made instructions for that. We put out a FAQ, and I go, I know. But, people think that it'll do it. They said, don't put anything on it. They said the max that you should do, damp cloth, you take the powder off. But that's beside the tangent. But most of it's exposure, right? People are spraying stuff, people touching it with their hands, putting it under the lights. stuff like that, right?
Direct sunlight.
Exactly. So, but if you put soft goods over that, that kind of rules all that out, right? I mean, I would think, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think that they should give up on it. I think they should implement it in different ways and try it because it's a good system when you think about it overall. Like 89 Batman, I mean, and the Alien, we've all seen them do different stuff with it. Not just them, but collectors. I've seen people put them in yoga poses and everything else. I think it works. I just think that you gotta maybe taper it off for collectors. I think if you put cloth on it, that solves a lot of the problems.
I'm really interested to see that seamless Godzilla and how it turns out.
Yeah.
That thing felt good, man. It's perfect. It's just really perfect. I touched that thing. I was like, it's different than the. I was like, woo. But and you know what? A lot of people don't understand is So I sent you guys that picture of 89 Batman, right?
Yeah.
And then I think I sent you guys the picture of Godzilla as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So those lights were hot, like really hot. That's why I brought what's his name? Tehran over, the English guy that sounds like Idris Elba.
Mm-hmm.
He came over, he tapped me on the shoulder, he's like, "Hey Paige, how you doing?" I'm like, I don't want to do the voice, but he's like, "Paige, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing great." And I was like, "Ah." And I said, "Hey man, let me see your hand." And he said, "What?" And I put his hand in there. And he goes, "Oh my goodness." I'm like, "Yeah." It's like fry lights. And so we had the Batman under there and we had the new Godzilla under there. And I would turn the lights off and I would feel them at the end of the thing just to kind of see how they were holding up and everything. And then have any breakdown, but those lights are really hot. But the material that they use for that Godzilla, when you're talking about CC, it feels different than the material that they use for Batman and Alien. So I don't know if they're making this progressive thing where they're using different
Yeah.
material and stepping it up.
Do you think
But
because it's textured, like the scales and stuff, versus like a smooth design like Alien and Batman had?
I do think that was part of it. I don't know if maybe that was just a proto. I'm pretty sure that one was a prototype because the one next to him was a resin prototype. And so I don't know if maybe that was just this, maybe the substitute material that they used on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it felt different. It moved different. It was a step up. So maybe they're getting better with the materials that's being used. They're refining the process a little bit better. I just think you could do it like it because if you see Godzilla, he's taller. If you did a just like we were doing right now, if you did a bigger body, like this, and you gave him an exoskeleton, and you did put it on a seamless body, that would cure some of your ailments that you have with it. Because what you're doing is you're making a bigger body, and you got to do all the sculpting and tooling and engineering for him to have, all those joints that everybody wants, right? So you make one big exoskeleton, you put him on the seamless body, and that eliminates all the other stuff. Because if I can make Batman do the splits like Jean-Claude Van Damme, can you imagine what kind of range that you would get with a bigger body on that? It solves your problems. I don't know. Hypothetically, in my head it does. But,
Oh.
Was it the aliens? My aliens are fine, and I keep them out in the gamma pad. Yeah, I honestly think it's how long you keep them in dynamic poses, how far you push them, and then your conditions.
What's a gamma
A lot
pad? And where do I get one?
I know. I was like, I'm gonna ask her offline.
Yeah, I want a gamma pad. That sounds incredible.
It's probably like a seamless body saver. What is a gamma pad? Minis, when you get a chance.
That's where the Hulk hangs out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rick Jones.
Mike Jones. So, yeah. So for Zeta Girls, they had this there too. Another thing, like I said, this was a hands-on kind of thing. there's a video going around about this. You remember how we talked about this before? Like some people are saying that this is going to be hard plastic and everything. This is, I guess, a pliable material. So he was showing in the video, he was moving around and doing this stuff. But the illustrator and the designer of this figure was there, and this is funny because you remember we talked about this before. You're telling people, don't freak out. It was a digital render. I don't think this was done, but this was what they had on display, and then they had one people could mess around with.
Minnie's answered the question. That's funny.
What is it? It's yeah. Oh yeah. I wonder how much that goes for now. The Gamma Pen.
Do you have one?
Back to it. No, but I bought that Barbie one and I've never done anything with it. The big Barbie one, the mansion that everybody uses for Bruce Wayne stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get stuff and you're just, put it aside, I'll paint this later, and you never do. That's what happened.
Did they show it that headdress is soft as well?
Yes. When I saw the video, it looked like it was a soft piece of plastic. So, and again, we're in what? August, right?
Yeah.
I think this is slated for later on this year. So usually when you see stuff, it's probably a couple of months behind. Like when you see this, they're months ahead. I think one of the things I saw, the biggest thing was when people saw this, they were asking about the bicep cuts. And from my understanding, I can't remember if it was D or KJ that told me, but there is the design of this. Again, this is all information that was passed, so I haven't put hands on this or anything, but the design of this is the shoulder rotates in and it's kind of like a hidden joint in there that's supposedly supposed to give you that rotation that you would need, that you would get with a bicep joint, if that makes sense. Does that make sense or no? So that's what I was told. I'm looking forward to seeing this or getting it in hand. I mean, I don't think we're going to get this figure probably now from anybody else. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it won't be at Mezco or
yeah, this is interesting. It's different, you know? And like I said, I don't know if this is the finished version or not, because in the beginning they say it's near completion, near final product. So near final production samples. So that means it's not done technically. Maybe that's something that they can work on if they wanted to. That's the good thing about this. I'm pretty sure when all these content creators and guys walked up to him and they said, "Hey, where's the bicep joint? Why isn't he double jointed here?" I'm pretty sure that they took that feedback and you could always change it as long as they're transparent and they say, "Hey, yeah, you guys asked for it, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna give them double jointed elbows and biceps and knees, but it's gonna take some time." So, but yeah, a lot of good stuff at the time.
Did you order it yet?
I have not. The reason why was because just some stuff came up. It doesn't mean that I don't want to back it out. I do, just for the support factor. Mm-hmm. I enjoy what they do, and I like the character. And like you said, I don't know if we're gonna get it from anybody else now. So, and I think that they're gonna go pretty deep into that line. There was a panel, I think it was talking about, and I think they announced on there that they already are working on Tigra. So. Okay. That seems like they're pretty committed to the line.
Yeah, I ended up backing it.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for spending time with us, man. Don't be late. It looks really good. I'm excited for this one. Yeah, I am too. I'm very interested in seeing how they do it. You know. MC, I don't know, like CC. Have you had any thoughts about this one at all? Or?
I've been waffling back and forth on it, honestly. That one looks pretty good, and the one Savage Crucible has going. What do they call it? A warrior with ball and chain, I think is what they're calling that one.
Yeah.
They look pretty good. But I'm honestly pretty happy with my Conan one.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I have a need for another one other than for maybe, I guess, some thugs for Conan to beat up on.
Yeah, that's another reason I was thinking about getting this is because if this is the same, designer,
Yeah.
let me go back because I'm pretty sure it is. But if this is the same, illustrator and designer, I'm wondering if those pieces would be compatible, at least with the head. So you could, you'd have some. I guess you've got to look at it. I don't know. The skin tone, maybe the same, but maybe the head would be interchangeable, and you could put that on your Conan and take these accessories and put it on, and take this off, and then you could have your. If it wasn't the desired range that you wanted for a figure, maybe that's an alternative. I don't know.
I couldn't imagine replacing Mezco accessories though.
No,
You have to be a pretty damn good accessory to say I'm gonna take these accessories and put them on my Mezco. That's the one thing. I don't know if anybody does better than Mezco is the accessory. That shit's always good.
Yeah, I was just meaning like maybe the head in this, like the weapons. I'm pretty sure you could, you could take some of this stuff. I think it would match up well, but I just don't know if they're gonna do it. I'm wondering how that works, because if this character is licensed and they're doing it under their own banner, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want anybody else to produce it, right? You would think,
especially since they're all similar scale.
Yeah. Somebody brought a Conan figure with them, and there's a picture floating around. It shows how they scale, and I think this one, Dark Wolf, was actually a little bit taller than he was. Yeah. Tigra is already sculpted. They're working on Death Dealer, Tarzan, and Tarzan and want to hit everyone. Well, see, that would be good. That means that they are invested in the line. The good thing about it is, like, just like any company, it can get better. They can look at this stuff and figure out what worked for them, what didn't. So, I'd be interested in see how they do their female figure. But yeah. So, yeah. MC, I'll probably back it. When does it close out? I forgot. So bad.
I don't know. I use that coupon code that I sent you to.
I bet it's getting close because it's supposed to ship in like October. It's pretty quick.
Well, let's look it up here. Do you? You don't have the. I don't know if it's. I'm pretty sure it's on their site, right?
I think it was for Zeta Girls that I ordered it from.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Real quick.
Icon Collectibles. This says 15. Subscribe, get 15% off. Pre-order now, $70. Man, that's coming up. So yeah, pre-order now. Something more on this collection. They got some slots here. They're just waiting to fill them up. They pushed it all over to the left, so it's like they got spacing to put the other ones. So limit 5-person per order, and it says it ships in November.
November, yeah, that's not far off.
Yeah, it's not far off.
Pretty quick turnaround.
If they said to you, CC in order, but MC, if they said to you, hey, we're going to delay it because we're doing this stuff, would you be okay?
Yeah, I mean, you have to pay up front for this. So,
yeah.
You know me, I've said it before. I'd rather them get it right than rush it out to meet the deadline, cut corners.
I don't think they would catch as much flack as like maybe Mezco would. Yeah, I think they did a good job with this too because they showed it and then you could put hands on it. And I'm telling you, if they had people giving them feedback like, "Hey, where's the bicep? Cut, or where's this?" I think that's a good little pathway for them to be like, "Well, we heard what everybody said, we heard the feedback, and so we want to give you the best product we can possible, and we're gonna push this back till January. How about that?"
I'm good with it. That'd be good. There's enough stuff.
Dark. I'm trying to check because I know. Yep, there you go. Or you can go to BBTS and it's $94 there, and then no NRD
out the door with the shipping and 15% off.
You said 70 out the door?
74.
Yeah, this is 94. You do your $4, but you don't have to pay up front. So, and counter-wise, it looks like they got plenty. So there's options for people if they want to do it. So, but that's about it for PowerCon. Did you guys have anything you saw or wanted to like add to PowerCon or anything else? Things we didn't cover? Get to our deep topic. MC has that one. Hands are off the wheel. Go ahead, bro.
All right. I'm gonna throw some words at you guys, and I want you to think about it for a second. All right.
Okay.
Entanglement. Tempted by the fruit of another. And affair.
Is this a conversation that needs to have in the green room? This is good for right now.
What is I plead the fifth for 500?
Yeah. Jeez. Well.
So
really quick.
Oh, okay.
Where's the coupon? Somebody asked, "Where's the coupon? Can it be found?"
If you sign up as a subscriber or something like that, the coupon code is SAVE15. That's what it is. That's the.
Oh yeah. Actually, hold on a second. I think I went back. That's the pop-up that kept coming up when I was doing it. So just you go to the website, SAVE15. I'm sorry.
No.
Maybe it'll pop up again here. I guess.
I don't know. I got like glares like crazy, but SAVE15 worked.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second, really quick. So you just go to for Zeta Girls.
Yes.
Like you said, let's get rid of this, and then we'll do this, so everybody can see it. And here you go. It'll look like this. So when you go there, you type in your email address, and then you'll get your 15% off of it. And you said 74 out the door?
Yep.
All right. There you go. Okay.
It's based on Florida taxes.
Is that DeSantos dollars or? Don't come get me, bro. Don't.
Yeah,
I'm good, man. I'm good. I pay my taxes. So you said entanglement.
Tempted by the fruit of another, and affair.
So if we don't see him next episode.
See?
Hands off the wheel. I say hands off the wheel. Go ahead. I'm listening.
What are things that you guys like to do outside of collecting for hobbies? Where you feel like you're cheating on collecting?
Oh. I collect spores, molds, and fungus.
Excellent. Everyone in
I think there's antibiotics for all those.
True nerds will know what that means.
In the chat, jump in too, please. What do you do outside for fun activities?
I'll let Cece take this one. I want to hear Cece's answer on this one.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh,
How do you cheat on your figures?
I often disappoint myself because I'm kind of one of those guys that I spend a lot of time doing a lot of different things. It seems like I'm always looking for different ways for my mind to escape. I got kind of a high stressed job, so my mind is always occupied. So I always try to find different new things to kind of distract me from doing that kind of stuff. So I do a lot of art. I enjoy drawing. I haven't done it in quite a while, but I was in that pretty heavy, doing sketch cards and comic covers, things like that. So I enjoy doing that kind of stuff. We all knew I did the 3D printing. I was in heavy pretty into that. I really enjoy the 3D printing. Got the 3D print farm still downstairs, but I haven't fired that up in a while. And then, of course, I love working on cars. I enjoy that a lot. Not the new shit. I don't want to mess with any of that new stuff, but I really love working on the classics. But got a lot of different hobbies, and that's kind of the shame of it is I always tend to get spread too thin, and then I don't spend enough time doing things as well.
So you went pretty hard on your car that you bought. I bought a car, not a new car, but kind of a dream of yours. And I remember you went pretty hard on some stuff to make it how you like it. You want to talk about that and how it was different from collecting, but still the same?
Yeah. So I learned a very valuable lesson in doing that, and is that you don't tear down a car that runs. Listen to me, folks. If your car runs, leave it alone, because that thing turned into exactly kind of like MC said, where I bought one piece, and then that one piece turned into another piece, that piece turned into another piece. And before I know it, I replaced the alternator, power steering pump, water pump, all the pulleys, the distributor cap, plugs, wires, fuel lines, just about every accessory you could possibly imagine on the engine, I swapped out.
So
and it's still yet to hit the road this summer. So we'll see how it goes.
So
We'll
instead
see how
of
it goes.
PS, it was stamped GM.
Yeah. It turned into an addiction real quick.
Boba. Drums and vinyl here. I started making dioramas too. Yeah, he does dabble in that a little bit.
Oh, he's going to try something new.
Yeah, you should try that.
No, I mean like with his dials.
Yeah.
I don't know how I admire him. I don't know how he finds the time. He's such a good guy. I know he's a family man. And it always amazes me people that can balance that stuff. Like CC said, like when he sends us pictures, you know, when he's working on his car and then, you know, family stuff, I'm like, wow, man, like some people have some really good time management. You too, like MC, like winning championships, hanging out with rock stars. Yeah. I'm like, this dude.
Yeah.
Sending pictures.
It's kids hanging out with Ric Flair 1 minute.
Woo. I know. I'm like, this dude's
hosting trophies the next
guy.
minute.
Yeah. Holding up the Stanley Cup. I'm like, what? We won again. I'm like, geez.
Saving lives the next minute.
Yeah. Time management, man.
Amateur candid photography.
Yeah. Accurate description. No lies detected.
Rolling into one hobby: photography, toys, and dolls. That's why I like it so much. Yeah, I love when Minnie's post pictures. Like she was on a roll this last week. He had like 3 or 4 pictures put up. I'm like, I like that, man. I like.
Show me her Gamma pad. It's impressive.
I'm gonna ask her if she'll send me a picture. I want to see that.
It's impressive. You'll want one. Be careful.
Yeah, I know. You know me.
You're gonna want one.
eBay.
you're gonna want one.
Hey, I'm very proud of myself today because I went in Target. I even told you guys, and you saw all those pictures I sent. I didn't buy anything except for lunch.
Yeah.
So you know, you have a very positive effect. It's a good feeling though, like you said. Like you're going and you're getting in there. You're like, that's cool. I was very tempted to get that Elektra Daredevil, but I was like, nah. But I got out of it. But what about you, MC? Like, what are yours? We know yours. No MC. He sends us pictures all the time.
Oh man.
So, I mean, DMs are gonna be flying. Let me see these pictures. What are they talking about? What are these great pictures? Play hockey. Pretty active with my kid, obviously. Go to concerts and expose them to as much life as possible, I think is kind of my thing. We're trying to do a lot of stuff outdoors too, as much as we can. It's been blistering hot in Florida though, as those of you in the South may know, I think it's pretty hot everywhere right now, but we travel quite a bit when we can. But we're going to the other coast next on Saturday to do that bioluminescent paddle. So I don't know if you've seen that before. It's like they have glass bottom kayaks, and the whole water turns blue as you like hit it because there's dinoflagella, the bioluminescence. They glow in the dark, and it's really, really cool trip. So we're taking Sawyer and another family that we're friends with, and they got a couple boys that are Sawyer's age. So yeah, do some outdoorsy stuff more. So lots of travel, that kind of stuff. Serving suspensions.
Yeah, yeah.
It's almost like you have to in order to do all the other stuff. That's
Yeah.
like crazy, man. That's time management, man. That's I don't know. Sometimes I feel like there's not enough time. Like I was sitting there this week, and that's like it's already Wednesday. I know it's Wednesday because when CC posts like the comic covers, I was like, shit, it's Wednesday already. I'm like, oh, that means I was like, we got to do the show tonight, and then I sit there and I think then it's Thursday, and then it's Friday, and then it's the weekend. I was like, man, time just keeps. It seems like it's just passing by so fast, man. Oof.
What do you do, Paige? Besides playing pipe.
All I do is delete posts all day. That's all I do. Whatever.
My passion is to have a clean wall.
Yeah.
That's working. No, it's hard, like you said now, because of the weather in Florida. But I've been really committed to that yard, man. Whoever had it before me, I told you guys, right? Yeah. Whoever had it before me, I guess this was and it's a nice house, but I guess the people before I came in and they renovated it and made it look really good. They used it for a dump site. He had like a miniature quarry back there, so he had marble, chip rocks, and bricks and everything, and that's why I have all those treasures I keep sending you guys pictures of. And so it's like it's killing the grass, and then my neighbors have trees and there's crabgrass. So all I've been doing is going out there 2 or 3 hours out of the day and digging up all those roots and trees and crabgrass. But it's cool because it kind of gets you out of work, out of the house, and you're outside, even though you're sweating balls. I don't know how anybody can be out there for more than
you guys hit the hottest temperature in the state the other day.
Yeah.
You guys hit the record high for the state.
Yeah. I was
That was your one
out there, bro. Yeah. And not just like sunbathing and sitting by the pool. It's like physical work, man. It's nice because it's like therapeutic. You're out there. Dials is another thing. I haven't done it in a while, but that's why I used to build. It was just nice to create something and see it develop, and then also see your skills develop too. Like I was when I first started out, you're just like everybody. Your skill set isn't good, and so I kept my first wall that I had, and then anytime I build something, I look at it and I go, wow, I've gotten a lot better.
That's awesome.
More time, So it's stuff like that. Anything that gets me away from the computer, kind of take a break from that and ground yourself and do something creative. I like doing that kind of stuff.
So when the yard's done, what's your next project?
Dude, I think that's going to take so long. There's a lot of yard out there. It's a lot. It's like, it's huge, man. And then you got the front. My neighbor, he was kind of passive aggressive. Not one over here. There's another guy. Mm-hmm. And I was taking out the trash this morning. And I'm wheeling it down, and we don't talk because of his political preferences. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, he was flying the upside down flag, and as a vet, I'm like, dude, what are you doing, man? Like that, I don't get into that stuff. I was like, are you serious, man? So I was like, yeah, I kind of know where you stand. You stay on your side of the street, I'll stay on mine. You know, that kind of thing. And
Mhm.
we do this, but it's nothing else. But this morning I was taking out the trash, and he said to me, he goes, what did he say? To open? He was taking somebody else's trash can to another house, and he saw me, and he goes, oh, that's what he said. He goes, morning. I was like, good morning. And then he said to me, he goes, yard looks good. And I was like, no, it doesn't. It's a wreck. Like in the front, because I got, there's holes, and I'm replacing the piping and everything. And I go, okay, I get it. I was like, it's getting there. I'm still working on it. And he goes, yeah, but you're putting a lot of effort in there. And I go, okay. And then he said to me, no, I'm half awake too. He says to me, he goes, if effort was an indication of success, your yard would be world-class golf course material.
Hmm.
And I was like, thanks. For me, it was a translation. Your yard looks like shit, but you're doing a lot of work.
At least you're trying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. When the ball gets thrown at that little girl, she's like, I was like, this dude. And I said, and then I went the passive aggressive route. I go, I appreciate it. I was like, I tell you what, it'll look good soon. Trust me. I was like, thanks for that fuel, hater.
You don't have an HOA, do you? Where you're at?
No. I can't stand those, man.
It's all over you.
Well, no, because they would be taking care of it, right? If that was the case, then they'd be doing all the stuff, and it wouldn't have gotten to the point that it is. It's mainly because of it doesn't have that. Like they would come and they would mow and they would do all the weed treatment and everything else. Like it would have to be me. I just wouldn't be able to. I couldn't stand somebody telling me what color I could paint my door. I never liked that kind of stuff. That's stuff.
You have a green car in your driveway.
Yeah. So yeah, probably I take photos of all kinds of stuff. Yeah, Steve, I saw his name. Right, work, socialize, and smash.
See that?
Mario.
Show us some.
Yeah, was this calisthenics and workout?
Ooh.
Yep, I need to start doing that.
Bet you watch your mouth next time when the missus tells you to be quiet.
That's what it takes to win a championship. Plus, there's about 40 that I can't show because we get shut down for showing too much skin.
As your friend, MC, if she's beating you, let us know.
Wink twice.
I don't want to be that. Yeah, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. Yeah, he had bruises all the time. He said he fell down.
Your neighbor.
From hockey.
We heard her scream and we saw him take some trash out. We thought he buried her with Ann, your neighbor.
Yeah, that guy. But you know what? When she plays with the dog, she does do that. I tell her, I'm like, you can't keep doing that. She's like, ah! I'm like, don't do that shit. That's what they call the cops for.
I don't know. He looked like he was hitting on her.
Yeah, family takes time inventing vegan yummy dishes. Yummy. Folks want me to write a cookbook, but I don't even like cooking. I might want one though. Man, yeah, you could do it. Like, I mean, even if you did like a PDF or something like that, on a blog or something. There's something like easy ways to do stuff now. Thank you, Boba. Boba's gone. We can talk trash about him now.
Yeah.
I'm always researching. Like Boba. Adam said, I work in the collectibles industry, so comics, toys, sports cards is every day. Man, can you imagine having a job like that? You just go, I know that there's work involved, but can you imagine that you're just around that stuff all?
Yeah, like being a drug dealer that's also an addict.
Yeah.
And get high on your own supply, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Concerts, watching a movie, doing photography, even a little yard work is fun. Hanging out with my girls. Yeah, man, that sounds like a lot of balance. That's cool, man. Toy. Hobby covers everything like toys, fashion, all dogs, and designing, creating, designing, dressing up, and photography. Yeah, man.
That's cool.
Cory just took everyone to the gun show. Yeah. Oh, was there more with this? Was there more?
No,
the underbroker.
I didn't know what other secret passions you guys had that you were hiding from me. So
boring shit, man.
I know,
like,
right?
I don't mean the subject. I think the subject's great. I just mean like it kind of ties into what we say. Like, sometimes you just don't have enough time in the day. Because I'm pretty sure you probably want to like spend more time with Sawyer or more time doing something else, right?
Yeah.
It's hard. I don't know how you guys do it. Like, balance all of that stuff.
You're just as busy, man. Even busier.
No, maybe it's just like everybody does it in their own way. Like when I talked to Cece, he was telling me we were talking offline, and I was like, wow, that's you had a busy day. He was like, yep. He sent me that little picture, and I go, oh man, that's busy. You got a lot of stuff going on. He's like, yep.
Yeah.
I'm not letting up.
Yeah.
Little baby throat. Let me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a hobby. This hobby is the perfect point in my life. Yeah. I think that helps balance out stuff, man. Mickey said, I have a secret passion for Mezco turtles. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, people are going to be kicking themselves when they miss that set.
That's going to be a good set.
Yeah. You have a YouTube. I don't put as much on there. Like, I think this show is cool because I used to do those little grub reports. I miss doing those, but I used to do those, but those take for me, it took me a good day or two to put those videos out. And it was just time consuming. This, you kind of condense all of it in 126. So it's pretty good. Lane Pipe, yeah, he gets it. Pages all kind of stuff, man. That group's a lot of work. Not as much as it used to be, but
8,000 people that you're babysitting, so to speak, sometimes. I mean, I know there's a lot of good people, but some of the people make it your job a challenge with rules. Rules are hard.
It's got a lot better, man. It's not as much as it used to be, man. There's good people in the groups now, man. I notice a lot of groups are like that now. Like they I think people just realize you just want to have a good experience.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's balance. I think you just gotta learn balance.
What was that one guy? I'm not name dropping or even group dropping or anything, but he sent me his post and he was trying to make people be more positive, and then he was a D-bag like the very next day. Inspirational leader there.
Yeah.
At a forum, we're not gonna shit on people. Next thing you know, what's your worst experience with?
Yeah. What's cool is like I've noticed too also that I'm in a GI Joe group, and there's a guy in there, and he's very informative. You can tell he enforces. I don't know if he's a mod or if he's an admin. He doesn't take the group too seriously, but he's very quick to point out some of the things that are going on, like, hey, you guys need to kind of cut this down or something like that. And he's always putting information in there. And I know when I go into, if I needed anything, like as far as like G.I. Joe information or news, I just go and I look at his post. I don't even bother with any of the other ones. I'm not saying anything about the G.I. Joe group. I'm just saying, I know if I need to jump in and jump out, I just type in his name, and that's what it is. Yeah. I think it's cool that you can flag certain people in certain groups. Like, I know if I went into the Mythic Legions group, there's probably one or two people whose name I would look up specifically and do it. But that's the cool thing about it. Like, each one of them just kind of knowing who knows what and who's credible. And then not only that, but just trying to create a good experience or build the community up. I think that's important. I haven't done it in the Legends group that much. Need to bring the sandbox back. Is that still open? Is the sandbox still open?
It's still open. Sandbox still open.
Always open, Paige.
Yeah.
I need to post that, man. I need to post in that group. It's been a while since I've been in there.
Too. CC's good about going in there. Far better than me. I should have posted a picture yesterday. I did. When I told you guys that, like, was it yesterday or the day before when I finally sat down and opened some stuff up, and that much needed plastic therapy. It was good, just playing around and posing, and that Cobra Eel figure I am super in love with. Those are they're joking. I think CC said it's the Cobra Trooper of 2020. Sound like hot cakes and
Yeah, they that stuff is like going for like liquid gold. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna make more, right? Was that an exclusive or no?
Amazon exclusive.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Man, I walked into where was it? But like most of those troopers and stuff you can find now.
And they always throw like those, like the Vipers and the Troopers. They're re-releasing them and put them in multi-packs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get a SEAL Team 6 worth of eels or wetsuit. That's one he's supposed to get here tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a good one, man. You're gonna like
that.
They're doing some good stuff.
Wetsuit?
Mm-hmm.
Wetsuit? Yeah. Or is it
Torpedo?
Torpedo, sorry, Torpedo.
Yeah, Torpedo.
Did you get your eels?
Have you teased the wetsuit yet?
I wish. Give us a shark with him. Is it right? No. Who the heck drove the shark? Was it wetsuit?
That was
I thought that was Torpedo, right? No.
Oh man, what was the guy's name? This inside. Yeah, his name. It was wetsuit that came with the shark, right? It was like version 2.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Or maybe that was V1 wetsuit. Man, which one came out first? Now you got me questioning myself.
Deep 6. That's who it was. Deep 6.
Deep 6. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, Deep 6.
We're all way off.
Well, they're making that ramp vehicle, so maybe they'll do that. You never know.
The shark wouldn't be terribly big. They could do that one.
That'd be a good one. Yeah.
Do you think that we should do? I already had a Mezco show planned out. I've been planning that since January 1st. Yeah, this is gonna be. I'm telling you, this is gonna be pretty fun. This is gonna be good. It's gonna just be everything that happened with Mezco, and figure we talk about some stuff. Like I want to leave some of it surprised because some of it I'm gonna get you two involved, but then I'm also gonna get I'm still trying to figure it out. But I want to get people that are in the show involved as well.
Okay.
Without getting away too much, but I think I planned 4 weeks of shows. So I was thinking about doing it in December. I know Christmas is around that time, so it might extend out until the first of the year, but that works out show-wise because some of it was going to be, our, what we thought top 5 for the figures and stuff like that. But we all been collecting Joes and stuff like that too. That's kind of like a universal for us too. Do you want to include that in there?
Indiana Jones, we got those too. I think every one of us all collected every Indy figure, right?
Yeah, I think we did. I think the only one I haven't gotten yet is the what's the one? The Professor Indy and then Donovan. I have those in my cart. I haven't pulled the trigger on those yet. So, but yeah, maybe we could work that in. Yes. Yeah. September. Oh wait, just kidding. That's the other guy's reference. I think it was September 21st. That's the 8-week Vortex cutoff date. I honestly think we'll probably see in the next week or two. Because if they're working on Wolverine now, they'll do that. Not a lot of people have gotten shipping for that, and then they'll work on that, and then maybe that'll come from California, so it won't overlap New York stuff. So maybe in the next week or two, I would hope. That's not confirmed. I'm just saying it's a theory. But yeah, September 1st. That's 8 weeks. So yeah. I just got my Green Ranger. Man, that Green Ranger's nice. I like it a lot, bro.
Salt in the wound, CC.
Just rub it in. Just keep rubbing it in.
Kevin
Mine's
said
in Nebraska right now.
What? Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Why did it? Am I right? No, that's coming down. Never mind.
But it went to Oregon first, then came down to Nebraska.
It's going to New Mexico next.
Yeah. But just think, you get all the state stickers on there. So.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome if they would at least do that. If they slap a sticker on that box every state it travels through.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Probably wouldn't have enough room.
I thought I might have put Boss Fight in there. I can't remember. New Mezco. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if that would happen again with anybody. To be honest with you, God, I don't mean to be like a Debbie Downer or anything, but like I think I mentioned something to him before about it, and we were talking about it. But it was like I think you're trying to pitch an idea, but if you did it, I wouldn't want to do it the way it was before. It would have to be completely different, and it would be different questions and a different format. But they don't like doing interviews, so.
Paige's next interview will be at the factory where they're making it. And Mez is going to walk them through step by step.
I remember when I was talking about that. I pitched that idea. I was like, that would be awesome, like a documentary. I would love to do that. I would love to like go through the process of it, where you sit down and he kind of like tells. He didn't even have to be on camera.
Just
I think
narrate.
we talked about that on the show. Yeah. It's like a documentary style, and then you would go through the development process of it. I wouldn't even mind if it was like a 2-year process, because that way people would see it. Kind of like, they show like a Hoop Dreams kind of thing. People would see the actual timeline and not go, oh, I don't get it. Why isn't this done in a year? And so you would see the design process. You would see how kind of like, I don't think they would do the licensing thing, because I don't think the other company would be on board, but at least through their eyes, you'd see it. Yeah, we do this. We got to do it through. We put it through trials. We do the body this way, and then it'd be funny. You go to the factory and you see kind of how that goes in the process. And I'm not riding on a cargo ship with it, but you know what I mean. You kind of see like all that whole thing, and then you get an idea of the whole process, and you're like, wow, that's what it takes for this one figure to go through. I think it would give people an understanding, but that's a lot of transparency. I don't know if they would like to do that. They're a very private company, man. Even the
Then we
interview
get
thing.
Samuel Jackson to narrate it. It'd be awesome.
Or Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, or more.
Like Morgan Freeman, that would be cool. If I ever did it again, you know what I would do? I would try to get like a studio or something, like to have like some kind of nice studio setting with him and sit down, kind of like a Kevin Hart kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there and you're just maybe having a drink or something like that, and you're just talking. I think that's a level up hangout. It's like it's more relaxed and everything, but multiple cameras. It would have like if I did it, it would be like some kind of production part of it. But I'm telling you, I can honestly say, it's not knock on wood or anything. I don't think that he would do that again, like with anybody else. I think he got everything that he wanted to say out, and then that's it. So I'd love to do it, but
a Toy Paige joint.
A Toy Paige joint. You need a little bit more classiness. Yeah, that was fun, man. I really enjoyed that, man. That hangout with him. That was a lot of fun, man. How it's made with Paige. Yeah, it was fun. Oh, it did. They had a bunch of stuff.
It'd be a tough follow-up. You guys did have such a great conversation. And what you said, it would have to be something like that. Something different. Talk to Kevin.
You stay away from Kevin. We don't want you having any more contact with Kevin.
We can make a The Office style with Mezco.
That would be cool. You'd have to get like everybody on board with that, though, right? People that work there, they'd be like, no, I don't want to be on camera.
Kevin would literally be Kevin from The Office.
Yeah, he's like, do not put the camera on me. Get it off now. What's to say? Okay, but the Mez interview was one of the great. Oh, thank you. Collecting community moments ever. make it a part 2. Dude, I would love it, man. I That would be cool. Well, I mean, but what would you? I have a lot of questions that I would ask, but I'm like, as far as like community, I don't know what you would really ask that they haven't addressed yet. You know,
When am I getting Robin?
that happened.
What about Nightwing?
I can't like. I mean, besides like, I
Yeah.
mean, really, what besides the payment stuff, and then I don't think everything's really got delayed that much this year, right? There's only been 2 pushbacks this year so far. Most of the older stuff that was kind of like pushed back, that 1 and 2 year thing, like Conan and all that stuff has kind of been pushed in. I think the only thing we're really waiting for is like, I think it's like Morbius. What else is hitting like that's so close to it? Like Morbius, Fantastic Four. There's like 2 or 3 more.
Roadblock, right?
Yeah, Roblox is one. There are ones that are like, but you know what I mean? Most of those are, I mean, besides the
Sonic.
payment process and that, what else? I mean, but what else would you really ask? What would be some stuff that you would ask them?
Like what everybody said. Mine would be more like creative process, design process, like, you know.
Yeah. Try to
I'd like
get
to
into
know his
some of
vision
that.
for the continuation of the IP. Where is he? How deep is he planning on going with Rumble Society stuff?
Hmm.
How much further is he going to develop that universe?
What's his dream with that? Does he
Hmm.
just want to keep with figures? Does he plan on licensing it out for comics or animation?
Yeah. I would I would love to do it again just because I've learned so much too from that time now. As far as like talking to somebody and sharing ideas, but then also getting information from them. I feel like I do it a lot better now than I used to do it. But even so, it would be cool to have that conversation with them about certain things. I tried to touch on that creative process with him too, like how he did it, but I think some of that he likes to kind of keep,
Mm-hmm.
that's his process, and he doesn't want to give a lot of that out. Like he didn't say, well, I'm on vacation, so I catch it. Gotta go.
Deserve a lot of credit for that too. You're like, it took a while to build that relationship. You're like one of those like undercover cops that penetrates like the Hell's Angels or something like that. Slowly, you slowly worked and worked and worked and worked, and then it led to where you are now. So
Yeah,
trust and
yeah,
blood in, blood out now.
yeah, they're really big on that. I know a lot of people want them to be more transparent. I think that I think they like having some of that ambiguity. You know, it gives fans surprises. They don't want to be. I think CC said this too, where you're over explaining certain things, where the answer is already given. Like, well, hey, why does this get delayed? Well, it's because of these things. Well, why is that? And you're running out in this rabbit hole of explanations, and you're trying to like, it's almost like you're subservient.
It
Yeah.
sounds like an interview that we watched recently that I shared that we were talking about that did not go well.
Yeah, yeah. I think that maybe they like to just keep things close. They like to work on their stuff and let the product speak for themselves. That's what I've kind of learned
Yeah.
through everything, through talking to him with that, and then also working with them. That's kind of the gist of what I got. They just want to. They love what they do. They really do. I can tell you that. And they want to put out a really good product, and they just let the product speak for themselves.
So can we ask you a behind the scenes question? And if you don't answer it, I mean, it's pretty generalized, I think.
Putting him on the spot.
Yeah. When you were at the con and getting to know other employees in the company, what lines did you find that they like to collect, if they were collected or were interested in, perhaps just like, in I'm just gonna pick a random company. Like say Kevin in shipping. He's probably like, oh, I wonder how Hasbro manages this, or I really like Boss Fight Studios Popeye that they put out or some bullshit. I don't know. I mean, like any of that stuff that you.
He said some bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Like there was.
I know it was busy, but.
Yeah, it was, and there was still, there's still that new part that they don't know. They know who you are, but they don't know a lot about you. They're getting to know you and stuff like that. It seemed like they were really invested in the line, their own line. Not to like exclude anybody else, but it seemed like a lot of their focus and their attention was on their line.
That's
if
good.
That makes sense. They're very aware of other things, but the consensus I got was there was a lot of attention paid to stuff, man. Like I really wish you could show that. Like kind of reading stuff, constantly looking at stuff with their own line and trying to figure it. You'd be sitting down and be talking about roundtable stuff and how they can improve stuff, and I was like, wow, this is like, I was like, I wish I had a camera. You could see this stuff and see how passionate they are about what they do. I think maybe that's part of it too. Like when something means a lot to you, maybe that's another reason why they don't let a lot of that in, because they don't want to become jaded and they don't want it to be some kind of like ego thing where they're like, well, I'll show you, I'll prove you wrong. You know what I mean? Or get to the point where you're just like, why am I even doing this? Maybe that's another reason why they shelter themselves from that kind of stuff.
Ignorance is bliss.
Exactly. I wouldn't say, I'll correct it. I won't say sheltered, that they just kind of say, you know what? They do that social media shut off kind of thing where it's like, okay, now let's get back to work, and they're focusing on that. So
I think part of that also, I mean, like for myself, I'm not in any social media groups that follow my line of work. I mean, I know my line of work is not making toys or collectibles and things like that, but I try to distance myself from work. I'm not there, and it seems like.
Well, you could always make it relatable too. Like you try to like explain that to people in the collecting world too. It doesn't matter who you are. Let's say you were you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say you were doing your job, and then someone would come up behind you constantly, whether it be your boss or whether it be somebody else, and they're constantly just hounding you on it. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why can't you do this better? And remember, it's not on a smaller scale. It's on a grander scale. You know how you have some of your interactions, maybe 4 or 5 people, or there's how do you react when 1 or 2 people mess up your day or your week? I think everybody takes it personally. There's always that one person that came in and they just messed up your day. That's just one person. And then, so can you imagine that expanded to 100 people?
Exponentially.
Yeah, and not just a month, every day. And then you're trying to do something, but that one thing is not good for somebody else. It's and then how would you keep your motivation to do it?
Yeah.
When it's not constructive.
Yeah.
It's that's so I get it why people shut some of that stuff off. Nobody wants to sit there and get nagged on every single day. So let's say, how would you feel like if somebody came in your job? Because we've seen those videos. People have a tolerance of like 2 seconds. So can you imagine some of the people that said some of the stuff to you? They said that it's like, yeah. So, okay. It's only because we love them so much and we want them to know all things, because I could care less about other toy companies. Yeah. And then we just went through the show. There's just so much, man. There's so much now that you can enjoy. Really. If something's not fulfilling whatever your need is, and we talked about how busy we are, right? I'm sure CC's like, you know what? I got all these other things that I got lined up. I don't want to do something that I don't enjoy. It's just,
Yeah.
you just want to have fun, bro. And then that's what it's really about. Find whatever you does bring you joy, and you do have fun with it, and then just stick with that. Even if it's in small doses, like or small parts. It's Legends here, it's Reveltech here, it's Mezco here, it's Boss Fight, it's all these other ones. I mean, God, all the stuff that you have, you could easily piece that together and get your perfect picture of happiness. Seriously.
So much stuff out there.
Yeah, man. Oh my God, I had a boss that I didn't know AutoCAD and would try to be behind you telling you, why can't you just move that wall there? He thought because it wasn't hand drawn, it was instant. Yeah. Yeah, so
Click and drag, right?
drag and drop, drag and drop. What was that from? I forgot. Oh yeah. Huh. But yeah, they yeah, I guess long answer, yeah. They do collect stuff, but most of the people that I got, they were just really focused on what they did. Yeah.
We playing with Cece?
What's that?
What do you got playing?
Oh yeah, they show us your stuff. The thing you showed us.
Show us the good.
I was messing around with this classified roadblock with the gridiron props. This is the Amazon exclusive one.
Yeah.
That's a good one, I think.
Yeah, this is to me is the original roadblock that we should have gotten. Very, very accurate. And with the gridiron prop set, they're doing some great stuff. Anybody that's into the classified line, they're doing some great loadout kits for this. So that's really cool.
What all was the loadout kit for him? For those that don't play.
The loadout kit for him, it's everything you see here. It's got the gun, it's got the backpack with kind of the separate ammo thing, the harness. This all came with that kit. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. Like I said,
Are you tempted?
Hasbro did a great job. It's very, very reminiscent of the original. Very. They did a great job of updating that. So I love this one. This is one of my favorite ones as far as the not Black series, classifieds go.
Until.
What's that?
Until.
Well, yeah. Until Tunnel Rat comes out, yeah. Robots have to take a back.
It'll be like Woody from Toy Story.
I'm really looking forward to Tunnel Rat. Tunnel Rat ought to scale pretty well with him too, since I like it kind of made Tunnel Rat a little undersized. So I'm waiting to see Tunnel Rat with Roadblock. That's pretty cool. I
heard they used the short round figure for Tunnel Rat.
Yeah, it'd be real small. Yeah, real small. Hopefully he's not that small. Yeah, he's 3 3/4 inches tall.
Mm-hmm. Did you get the modular set from them?
From Gridiron?
Yeah.
No. That thing looks incredible, though. For anybody that's looking to get no, you talking about one of those things? No.
Yeah, it looks really good.
That set is so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
I really like their stuff. I've ordered a couple of things from them, like the Indiana Jones kit and something else. Their detail it's great. They just keep stuff out. I mean, we're sending each other 1 or 2 posts a day. It seems like, oh, here's this for your snow bats. Here's this for your whatever. Here's your medic kit. Here's your cranking out.
Yeah, it looks really good, man.
Somebody's asking about the gun. So there's the original versus the gridiron one.
Wow.
You can see they changed the design a little bit. All right, you got that kind of the grip up here on the side instead of underneath on here.
Yeah.
And then they kind of flipped. You got the kind of that reverse handle on the back.
Yeah.
So they did change some things that they can't say with a direct copy, but that's a really good modernized version, if you will.
Are you gonna paint it or no?
No, I left it the way it is because I just like the way it looks, kind of like this flat plastic, like the old one.
Classic.
Like retro, yeah.
Yeah, I really like the way it looks.
Well, we did fulfill our quota. MC meant more content, so we're at 154. So I think we covered everything. You guys got anything that you want to add at the last minute?
No, sir.
Man, I tell you what, we can milk subjects, can't we?
It's gonna be a light show.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a light show. I think that's probably the traditional phrase for that means it's always gonna be 2 hours. So I'm telling you, one day I'm gonna do it. I know you guys have stuff to do, but I'm gonna go and keep it going. Do a 24-hour show.
Marathon show.
Oh yeah. I had
What do
some
you have in the
ideas
mug
for it.
that day?
Yeah.
What will you put in the mug that day?
You know what? I'll just have a couple monsters lined up and have a bunch of figures.
A couple 8
I
balls.
had it. No, I wouldn't need that. But no, I had ideas. I was like, man, you could do that. You could have people pop in and pop out. Like
Yeah.
anybody or everybody, wherever.
You can go through the whole line too. Like spend some time going through like
like some big ones.
And even some older ones, like White Shadow Assassin, or rare ones like White Skull Agent, or
Oh yeah.
any of those, and just spend some time and do some poses and talk about it and answer questions.
Oh yeah. I definitely
Be like the
I
Jerry
definitely
telethon. The
Yeah.
telethon.
I always wondered how that worked. I haven't looked into that. The whole what is it? The the super chat stuff. I haven't signed up for any of that stuff or done any of that stuff. But I always thought about that. I was like, what you could do is you could do like a show, and then at the end of the year, you just take all that money and you would buy like random figures, and that would be your end of the year prize packet stuff that you give away towards the end. I've been slowly collecting extras for the end of the year, but I don't know. I used to do it in the group, but I was like, yeah, I got kind of frustrated with that. I was like, no, I don't want to do it. There's a bunch of because it was just for the banner, but then it turned out to be, it was like you'd see behind the scenes, like people like contacting people, and it was like rigged, and I'm like, I don't want this to be rigged. It's supposed to be just for fun, and it's supposed to be for prizes and stuff, and it loses the intent, like the honest intent for it. I was like, I don't want that. So, fall special. Let's go.
CC's going to give away a PS5 during the next live stream, so tune in.
You should. I would have Adam on. I definitely have Adam on. Adam's a good guy. I just come up with a list and have people on. Like when you guys got to drop off and do stuff, when you guys got to go like lay pipe or, drag race.
Or win a championship.
Yeah, win a championship.
Yeah.
I'll be right back as soon as I win the Stanley Cup.
Hang out with Ric Flair.
Woo!
You just do lives. You just take people with you. Go to a hunting and do stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna do it one day. Maybe when I'm
hang out at Galaxy Edge. We got to do that too.
Yeah, that'd be fun. We gotta get CC to come down first though, but he'll come down. All right. Catchphrases for the outro. You guys got your stuff ready? What's yours? MC, you ready? We gotta wrap this up.
Oh. Don't overspend. There's too many options out there. Don't overspend all your money.
Yeah.
Don't buy everything. Buy what you want.
I know what CC's is. Ready?
I can't.
Remember to help control the pet population. Please have your pet spayed or neutered.
Yeah. We need a pre-order, don't we? You think we need a pre-order?
No, I'm good.
No? You don't want a pre-order?
No need to rush, Mezco. We're good. No need to rush.
We need a pre-order.
Hold on to those 4-packs a little bit. You know what I mean? no need to rush those out.
Oh yeah. Well, they showed that stuff. I'm wondering, like, they had most of those figures and everything. I'm wondering if we might see any of that stuff or new stuff. So.
You know it's coming.
Yeah.
2 of those charged in 1 month, people would lose their shit.
Literally.
I think it would depend on what's around it. If you had if they dropped a pre-order, it was like 2 figures, and then they started charging for something like Gotham by Gaslight, and then they had Solomon Kane. So. Yeah, Bartholomew Vex. I think a lot of people are looking for
Fantastic Four set and the Justice League set drops at the same time, back-to-back weeks.
Turtles
the
and Power
hammer.
Rangers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those sets, man. Those are those are still coming regardless. So it's like,
House payment worth of pre-orders hitting at once.
oh god, I bought 2 of those turtle sets. I'm glad I did, but I'm not glad. I was like, "Ah." Those things are gonna be amazing, man. Those sets,
They do
I
look
don't.
incredible.
Yeah, when those things come out, man, I can't wait to see like what people do with those. There's a lot of artists. I'm really looking forward to seeing what pictures they come up with. A guy that I've been watching, like who you should pull him up really quick. I'm gonna pull him up real quick. OnlyFans. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get his name right. Usually, like, what do they do? Like, you just type in somebody's name
On OnlyFans,
in.
Bella's
Come
Toy
on,
Chest.
there he is. You know how we talked about son of a, he's like doing a lot of photos and stuff like that. This guy, man, he's been doing some creative stuff. I really like his stuff. Hold on a second, so we can all enjoy. Don't pull up that OnlyFans part. Oop, I lost it. I don't know how these are running out of batteries so quickly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, have you seen this? Have you seen
yeah.
his work? He did what was that little custom today where he showed it? It was like a voodoo grub. I really like he's been sharing in the group a lot lately, but man, his
That
work
shot
is
is
very good.
insane.
Which one? This one
The
or
Atticus Doom,
yeah.
or yeah,
Oh, there's the one. I just saw it.
wow.
He does really good work. Here's the voodoo one. How is this man do whatever? 177? He needs more than that. But this is the little voodoo grub he put in there. And they had button eyes or like a zombie. Yeah, voodoo doll. I love his lighting, man. I love the lighting, and then I like this. There was one he did. I think this is the one, right? Yeah. It's like Atticus and stuff like that. And it's like I'm weird too. Does really good work, man. I always look forward to him sharing his work. Is Ian Saunders Ian Saunders photography. He looks like he does a bunch of other stuff. Oh, this is the one too. I thought this was cool. Like concept wise. Look at that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. This is criminal. 326. Yeah. It's really good stuff, man. So if you get a chance, check him out, man. Really good work.
I like that chess. That it's simple, but it's amazing. Like there's a hand, like chess. But
Yeah. Yeah. It's showing, like I like this. This is really like very noir. I like this a lot.
mm-hmm.
Anyway. Look at that, like that. Oh, this too, look at that. It's like Conan holding a predator. Look at that. It's good stuff, man. If you get a chance, man, run by and check them out. Because you can see, look at this. I'll show you something really quick. If it pulls up, look at that. Didn't cost me a dime.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's crazy, isn't it?
And you're not going to run out of them either.
Oh, I know. Look, I can just keep going. I mean, all these shots are good. It's not like it's not
Like, who's this
justified.
guy
But I'm
stalking
saying,
my page?
Yeah.
oh no, he knows who I am. we talked like he sent like a message, but I was like, man, I was like, your work's really great, man. I was like, please share. He's like, yeah. And he won the banner,
What shot did he?
And
Was it that?
It's a Green Ranger thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
dude, Green Ranger's hot right now, man. Everybody like that. I was trying to do a tally today to see which ones.
That figure sure wasn't very popular on pre-order day.
Yeah, like talk trash about it, right?
Yeah. I wish
This
the
is,
suit was shinier.
nah, I know you don't. You know another thing with that is I was messing with it. I'll tell you this too. The suit material is different, but I saw a lot of people talking about snags and stuff like that. You know what's really cool about that material is if you take your thumb, at least it worked for me. I took a video and I was trying to find it, but because it's on the phone. But if you just take your thumb and you just kind of like stroke it in like different ways, that sounds very weird. But if you just take your thumb and do that,
Yeah. It
those
usually works.
yeah, those bunching parts, do it for a couple minutes. But if you like smooth it out, it kind of takes away. It's not a pinching, but it looks like somebody took a pin and stuck it through there. But you can manipulate that suit and it'll cover it back over. It's almost like a self-healing material. It's really weird. But I did it with that one, and I did it with Superman too.
I was
Some
just
guy
gonna
was at,
similar to the
hmm?
Superman suit, then, right? Similar material to Superman suit.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. He in because a guy asked me when I was at the con. He was like, he wanted to return to Superman because of the cape, and he was like, I can't get a hold of anybody, so I'm just bringing it to you guys here.
What
And
they say?
so, hmm?
What did they say?
They were gonna exchange it. They were gonna say, oh yeah, well bring your stuff, and then we'll figure out something to do it. They were very accommodating, and then they were like, oh, because I was doing DC side, and so they said Paige, and they were like, ask Paige if he knows how to fix this. And I was like, oh yeah, yeah, because Joey made a whole video about it. So shout out to Joey for showing me that. But I was like, I told him I was like, you just have a problem with the cable? He goes, yeah, and I was like, oh, it's really easy to fix, and I showed him. I was like, yeah, I understand it's not something you shouldn't have to fix it, but I can tell you if it happens again, because it probably will, this is the way you'll do it. So while I'm holding it, he had one of those little nicks in his suit. And so I'm like moving this thing around, putting the cape in. And then I took it off. I'm like, hey, all you had to do was rub it for a little bit and it's gone. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So you learn something every day, right?
A little rubbing goes a long way.
Yeah, you just gotta rub it for a little bit. I think we worded that joke out. But yeah, if you get a chance, check out Ian. Really good, very talented. Look at that. How deep am I in? $10,000, $11,000, $12,000. They don't cost a thing. I like that. Wow, look at that. We are just talking about Superman. It's going to be hard this year to pick.
That
Do you
one's
guys have an idea? Like what your
Dr. Doom. I'm sorry, did I say that too fast?
He's not even out yet.
That's a great shot.
It is, man. I think I'm 20,000 likes in the hole right now.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to really think about it. My figure of the year.
Dr. Doom. There's only one right answer here, folks.
Even the Turtles against the Turtles?
I'm afraid so.
Deal with it. CC has laid it
Yeah.
out.
It's already a done deal. I
right,
can't
well.
imagine the makers of Cosmic Legions combining with the makers of Mezco and not ending up with a figure of the year. We were already talking about the amount of detail and stuff in those things earlier. I just can't imagine it. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah. Man, this is gonna be hard. It's gonna be good at the end of the year show to hear what everybody thinks.
Do you have a contender right now, Paige?
No, man, I'm torn between 3 or 4 of them right now. I've been that Power Ranger, that Green Ranger, he's slid in there. I'm not saying like top 5 or anything like that. I'm just saying,
Out of your top 4, how many are licensed?
oh,
Deep questions.
that is a good question.
Like Crow. I remember when you guys, another great figure this year where you guys couldn't put him down.
Yeah, I'd say 50%.
50-50?
Yeah, I would say 50-50. Can you really do that for 5? It's like 2.5, 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5.
Yeah.
I'm
You guys have this. Oh,
Yeah.
I got the high sign from the producer. I gotta go. She went like this.
Wrap it
You know what
up.
that means?
Remember that
Yep.
L show?
Literally,
The wrap
literally
it up.
wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
That figure they just opened for pre-order again. They're doing another run.
Are they?
Of the Monkey King?
Yeah, 5K Toys.
It's a good figure.
Yeah, you showed the thing too also, right, MC? That series I have it saved
I
in my
sent
Netflix.
it in our group. Yeah.
The Netflix Monkey King. It actually looks really funny, man. It looks good.
Yeah. There's those that don't know, on Netflix on Friday, the Monkey King is going to be on Netflix, animated.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give it a watch.
Hold on, let me throw another $10,000 down the drain. It's for a good cause. Man, look at that. That's cool, man. I like that. Oh, look, lighting he did on that. Oh, I like that. I'm a sucker for that. I love lighting this stuff up, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like giving it like a glow and stuff. I'm glad I sent that little picture to you guys beforehand. You know, the eyes lighting up.
That was a great shot.
Well, no, thank you. I mean, like, as far as showing you guys, some guy messaged me and said, he was like, and I don't know why he thought this. He's like, hey, I thought you don't like Photoshop. And I was like, it's not Photoshop. And he's like, bullshit, I don't believe you. Like,
Are you serious?
Okay, don't believe me then. It's true. Like, I'm not going to argue.
Yeah. I told him, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever you want to, if it's Photoshop, then if you want to, he's like, no, just to show me how you did it and everything is like that. I was like, I didn't think I needed to prove anything to you. I was like, you don't like the shot, you don't like the shot. He was like, no. And so but this is funny because I sent you guys the video, you know, of how it looked and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. Look at that. Oh, it's cool. I get it. Yeah, okay. But yeah, that thing lit up, and then I've just been taking like little Loom Cube lights and stuff like that, and putting snoots on them, and then you can do more stuff to control the light, and you just put it right there, right on his eyes, and it works every single time. Or any of those effect pieces. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's nice twisted. I did already like that. Anybody know that cape is hard as shit to pose.
Is that the amazing Yamaguchi or whatever?
Yeah. Good job, sir. Look at that. We ended the show on a positive note. We just gave
$25,000 comment right there.
We gave 25,000 heart likes and 3 comments. Nice. Anyway, so go to your favorite Instagram content creator and do the same. I'm sure they'll like it. All right, I'm gonna recapture my. What is this? My next photo. Can you loan me a like?
Love it.
Yeah, I love it. I folded and got the Mythic Legions monkey. Now you got a page. Yeah, these guys have been really nice, and they've just been kind of holding it like a junkie. They're like, he's
Still sealed. Look at there.
Is it? Both
Still
of you have
sealed,
one.
waiting
Though.
on you.
Both of you have one, though, don't you?
Yeah, you're gonna fold for one of us.
Oh, God. PM for price.
I mean, we only bought it just for you, so we both bought an extra for you because we know you like pairs anyway.
PM for price, man. I can see it now.
He's going to watch the cartoon this weekend. He's going to be like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering which one of you guys is going to rape me.
These guys are going to be great with Gomez.
Why not both?
Oh, no, thank you, sir. That is Pulp Fiction right there. The Shark Brothers by 5K Toys are awesome too. Yeah, they did, man. They look cool. All that stuff looks really good, man. Space and money. It's
Yeah.
called lighting, folks. It's hard to get really good, but it is cute. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. And these guys, like we just showed Ian Saunders. Like, I don't know if you guys saw him. There's a bunch of other guys, and it's really cool. They're just dedicated to helping other people out, and they show you their behind the scenes, and they're really informative. Break it down, everything. Just little practice, man. Nobody's trying to fool anybody. It's just, I thought that was funny though. I was gonna screenshot it and send it to you guys, but I was like, nah, there's no need to pass this kind of energy on. All right, that's it. All right, we're good, right?
Great night.
Can you hear that barking or no?
Yes. Somebody's upset.
I think they're hungry. Throw down a plate of Mezco and they'll be fine.
Yeah, great. So the
Oh,
last,
somebody probably found some accessories.
yeah, probably the last 5 minutes is gonna be dog barking. You're gonna see the what is it called? That buzzword that they use for YouTube, the retention rate go downhill. Anyway, appreciate everyone that hung out with us, and if you hear the dogs barking, I apologize, but that is the cue to get off. So, and
Everyone have a great night.
Yeah, everybody have a great night, and especially thank you two guys as always for coming on and taking time out of your schedule and with your family to come and talk about toys. It's always therapeutic, and I appreciate you guys so much, man. I really do, man. I really do.
Thank you for allowing us.
There's no allowance. It's the trifecta.
Oh, it's throwing the Illuminati sign up. Paige's Illuminati.
Whoa. Only
Shut
the
this up.
benefits. Unless I get the benefits, and that's cool. But I don't want the rest of the others.
Oh, Beyonce's here tonight. Did you know that, Paige?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beyonce's where?
She's in
She's
town.
at the house. She's at the house. She's over here
Yeah.
hanging out.
Around the corner. She's coming over in a little bit.
What would you do if she peeked around the corner? It was like, hey, CC be like, Paige, what are you doing?
Like, I gotta go, guys. Click.
Oh, I just got dagger stared. I gotta get off.
American Pie when he leaves the camera on.
Yeah.
CC.
It looks like you could use a hand.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, Paige watched way too many movies, man.
Boy,
Oh, there she is. All right, we gotta go. All right,
go.
end it.
Bye.
Later.